us now. We have a live performance soon in our studio, but this time around, she's joining us to have a little chat. Artist Louise Carver is in studio to share with us her latest offering. It is the 5th studio album. It's called Say It to My Face. This time around, we know that it's climbing the charts for a 2013 release in 2014. Louise, welcome to the show.
Hi, Lana. Good to be here.
Say It to My Face. It's once again changed the musical direction. Tell me more.
Oh, I can't do the same thing again and again. For me, there's no point. I work really hard in a certain style and then I need to do something else. I'm a songwriter. So however, there's a dog that's just run through the studio. I love this place. It's amazing. So Say It to My Face is far more electronic. I love the early electronica styles like Massive Attack and Faithless. So I wanted to include that, but never to lose the intensity of what my lyrics are very important, and how I write stays the same. I always start, I've got a piano very similar to this in my house, and it starts with a strong song, because without that, it doesn't matter what production you've got behind it.
Say It to My Face, I'm told that it took 2.5 years to complete. For some musicians or songwriters, that's a long time. Tell me about the process and why it took you longer.
It takes that amount of time because I'm also marketing and performing for the last album. So in between that time, people think you're doing nothing. Well, you're promoting I had a #1 hit with Warrior featuring Zulu Boy. So I was around the country and outside the country performing. And then you try and write in between that for the next album. And there really isn't any point for me to bring out something that I don't think is better than my previous, or at least strong and different. So it takes as long as it takes, you know, that's how it goes.
I remember with Warrior, there was a strong sense of something that you wanted to explain to the listener or to the person that appreciates the song. I can't help but say it to my face. You know, it almost says something about sneaky behavior. Tell me more about it. Is that the case?
It says a lot about you seeing that in the album title. But no, Say It to My Face is not sneaky behavior. It's actually the opposite. It's saying, if you've got something to say it to my face. I'm ready to hear it, and I will handle whatever I need to handle. So I think it's a very, it's a strong message, and if someone says to my face, I've got to be able to say it back. So it's about speaking honestly to each other, and it was my first album away from a major record label, so it was my first time putting together budgets for it. I was very much I had almost too much power, as opposed to when you're with a major record label, you've got very little power. So it was a very, it was a very empowering place, but also very nerve-wracking for me. So I just had to stand in it and deal with everything that came my way.
Louise Carver in our studio this morning. Now, after the break, she is performing. What are you going to perform for us?
I'm going to be performing a very big hit of mine, which I originally did with Pascal and Pierce, but this is the album version, so it's a lot more chilled for the morning. It's a track called Days Go By.
Well, we can't wait to hear her behind this piano, Louise Carver in our studio this morning. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll be back with music, Louise Carver, and this beautiful piano after the break.